How's it going, people? It is Liam Catterson here, and we are reacting to another episode of Once Upon a Time with episode 17 for season 3 as we continued this excellent season, especially with Zelina's involvement and how she's been an amazing follow-up so far from Peter Pan. I'm really excited to see what we're going to have with this episode. And yeah, like I said, she's been an amazing follow-up so far. We had a kind of origin story of sorts in the last episode, and getting to know a bit more about her. So yeah, so far things have been pretty good with the second half, and I'm looking forward to continuing the rest of this season as we are dawning closer and closer towards the end of this season. And yeah, that's something I do want to talk about, because I believe a few people have mentioned this in the comments during my time with Once Upon a Time, but I believe it is set after season 3, Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. The plan is that I will be reacting to it, especially since it's a bit more of a shorter thing than your usual Once Upon a Time season. I'm not sure how many episodes are in Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, but like I said, the plan is that I will be reacting to it, and I believe that it will take place after season 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure I've seen a few comments saying, oh, it's set after season 3, so that's the best time you should watch it. So yes, that is currently the plan so far. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 17 for season 3 of Once Upon a Time. Let's go. Uh-oh. You shall not pass!
Who might you be?
I'm the man who's going to relieve you of that chest full of gold you're transporting.
Zalhook?
You and what army?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, you never say that, because it never ends well.
I'm guessing you don't know who I am.
I know exactly who you are. Captain Hook.
Well, looks like she does know. Oh!
My name's Ariel. And you're
yeah, hello!
Were you able to put up a new protection spell?
One that can't be undone by blood magic. Which means Zelina won't be able to put her hands on that baby.
Good. Good on Regina.
Any idea why she would want to?
The number of spells involving baby
love her
parts
protecting,
would surprise you. Greenie's clearly one twisted,
you know, Snow's
witch.
family and whatnot.
But as long as we're in here, we're safe.
Overwhelmed him with baby tips. He's 12. He doesn't want to talk about pregnancies. It's not fun.
Oh, we're fun.
Well, I'm just saying maybe Henry disagrees.
No.
He'll get there.
You're trying, Emma. You're trying.
Well, if we're not fun, who is?
Captain Hook.
Correct. I have no intention of leaving this town. Captain,
Oh, he's sticking by Emma, isn't he?
I have never tried anything quite like frozen yogurt before. But the Wicked Witch is here.
You should go to the good place, to be fair, Smee.
A monkey? No, I'm the girl that turns into a fish.
Yeah, we know. What happened to you?
Different kettle of fish, right?
I've been under the sea, searching. I've traveled to every known realm looking for Prince Eric.
So he's missing for how long?
After Pan failed, I woke up here like everybody else.
Fine. One of Eric's men escaped, so I know the ship that took him was yours. The Jolly Roger.
Unless someone else has it, because he's been looking for the Jolly Roger.
Are you certain?
Answer me!
You really didn't take him.
What else do you know about who's captaining my ship?
Yep, that's gotta piss him off.
Funeral shall we be attending, sir? Blackbeard. Blackbeard?
Oh shit! Blackbeard!
He's the most cutthroat pirate ever to hoist a sail, after you.
Are we gonna get Hook versus Blackbeard? Let's go.
Take my ship back and make him walk our lovely plank.
Let's not be hasty. We've been having fun robbing carriages.
I've crossed paths with enough pirates to know your code. Any valuable information a pirate captain ascertains shall be compensated in equal favor.
Go Ariel. I think this team up would be very, very great.
When do we leave? You came across him in the high seas. His name's Prince Eric.
Sorry, lass.
Something happened.
But I've never heard of him.
I just worry that Blackbeard offed him, or he had that chance to save him and failed.
That's it. That's what?
Oh, shit!
Teaching you to swim.
Bloody hell, Regina! You put theory into practice, right?
You sure you can't remember anything
Of
like we used
course.
to? My apologies, mate, but if I'd run across a prince during my...
I have legs and I fell in love with a human. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
You may have changed. I haven't.
I don't know.
I'm a pirate, and I always will be.
It's a very sacred thing for him, so him being dubbed a hero is kind of like an insult in a sense.
Belle?
Remembered he was from a maritime kingdom.
Yes, he was. And now he's here.
Uh-oh. Oh, Hook. Really, you can really see that
Every time you've exhibited your
guilt
power,
on him. This is the worst episode of I'm a Celebrity yet.
you can either stop it or die.
Oh no. Oh my goodness, Regina! Gee!
Enough! Stop this!
Hey! Bit of a hasty push for her abilities to come out, but here we are.
When all
It
I
worked.
wanted was for you to retie the rope.
Oh.
Look at all this potential inside of you, and you've been wasting it.
Ooh. I mean, it's all about that thing that magic is a gift, and suppressing
This
it.
is a locator spell.
You could have done so
whatever
much good with
object
it,
it's
right?
poured on.
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, man!
It's not me who'll be punished.
You know what's so funny? He kind of looks like the animated version of Hook. Come on,
You
Hook.
weren't gonna show up. Word on the waterways is Captain Hook had gone soft.
The only thing soft will be your guts spilling on this deck.
Oh, yes!
You think you know the ship?
Oh, every inch of her. I assure you.
If that was the
Oh, no.
case, you know not to
You
step
didn't! Oh!
Oh, I've been meaning to fix that.
Finish it!
Taking us to Erickson. He's gone.
Oh, shit, shit, shit.
I'm sorry.
I'm worried about, like, it's not as hopeful as you want it to be.
idea?
Well, if Killian can teach you how to steal a boat, I can teach you how to drive.
Technically, we borrowed it.
Well, what do you say?
I'm sure it's a bit different than that, David, but okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
He's what, 12? 13? Yeah.
Saved Eric from the sea.
I don't, you know what? I don't think this was a good idea.
I just never thought.
To me, shall be given quarter. Those who don't, you're welcome to follow your former captain.
He is so ruthless.
Release to Mr. Smith.
But this is his love is. Oh!
I was wrong about you, Captain.
Yes.
Then swear to me on her name.
Ooh!
Swear on Emma Swan.
Oh boy!
Thank you, Captain. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Whoa? Oh no, Selena, isn't it? Frickin' hell!
Your kiss. See,
Oh
the next
no.
time your lips touch Emma Swan's, all of her magic will be taken. Everything that makes her special, that makes her powerful, that makes her a threat,
You evil
will be
cretin.
gone.
I won't do it.
She'll defeat you.
You've become quite fond of the boy, haven't you? I will enjoy turning him into a monkey's breakfast.
Oh,
No, you won't. That
you're gonna
pointy little
try
hook
it,
of
try
yours
it.
Can scratch a mere mortal, but me? You're out of your depth, pirate. The choice is this.
You brought them together?
No.
Oh.
It was Ariel. She never stopped believing.
Modesty? Ears full of surprises today.
I don't like
Where
this.
are we gonna-
Hurts. This hurts.
Only having the best day ever. David let me drive his truck.
What?
You let him what?
True. We just checked in on them on Skype.
She sends her regards. She was too excited to wait.
Love that.
A happy ending. Well,
It's like
maybe our
lockdown
luck's
all
about to
over
change.
again.
Dinner at Granny's?
Can I drive?
No.
No.
Well, I guess I know how you feel.
That's the important lesson, though. You can't really go back to your past. Oh, Regina's with them. Oh, Hook, I'm so sad for you, buddy. Selena's just really pushing her luck, to be fair. Wow. She's I would say she's bloody evil, but that wouldn't be accurate. She's wicked. And that definitely is the case. Because that is just cold, how she was able to not just dupe us in pretending to be Ariel, but also put that curse on Hook. It's and the sad thing is, it's either Emma or those around Emma. Really, that's because she gave that ultimatum: kiss her, or everyone dies. Basically, she is really, she's really proving. Like, what I'm really liking, as devastating as it is, and how you just want her to be brought down. I like how each episode so far keeps evolving her in terms of her villainy. So yeah, but bloody hell. So, great episode. I'm always a sucker for Hook-centric episodes because Hook is a charm. Look, I've been flirting with him since he first appeared, and it's not gonna stop, so yeah. But it's not just that, though. He is a very, very interesting character with some very, very great development to his character, and I feel like this episode really showed that. It really shone about how much Hook has definitely changed in a year, which is very understandable. I feel like, just in general, that so much can change within a year, like, to you as an individual, and Hook demonstrated that in this episode because of the fact that he tried to be like his old self, the Hook that we first saw way back in Season 2, but he's changed so much, and of course he's gonna possess a few of his mannerisms, but at the end of the day, there's no denying that Hook has gone through one hell of a development, and I really, really loved how this episode had a focus on the, I guess, unlikely pairing of Hook and Ariel as they were trying to find Eric and bumped into Blackbeard. So, yeah, and Hook trying to revert to who he used to be. But I feel like this episode really did a good job at showing, like, I guess the theme about how sometimes the past is something that you cannot return to. What's past is past, really, because that's definitely the situation with Hook and who he used to be, and this being who he is right now. But it's also the same with Emma in New York in some sense, because of the fact that Emma has been adamant about the fact that once this Zelena situation is over and done with, her and Henry are returning to New York. It's not going to happen, especially with the fact that Regina has been trying to make the fact that her magic is of utmost importance to her life, and how annoying it is that she's been suppressing all of that. So yeah, but like I said, I feel like the past is the past, and to move forward, you got to embrace the now at certain points and build on that. So, yeah, because that's the situation with Hook. I mean, you saw in the present day situation that he was pretty much, he had the face of guilt, really. And it was weighing him down when Ariel, because we found out that Zelena was posing as her, so get in the bin, Zelena. We had that whole situation where he felt guilt for Ariel, and even though that obviously Zelena was toying with him and trying to pick on his vulnerabilities, I guess, I feel like those emotions still hold significance. They are still genuine for Hook. So yeah, he had that guilt regarding how he chose his ship over Ariel's plea. So yeah, but that's because Hook back then was so desperate to maintain his reputation, because that was his focus. He was trying to be who he was before, but the reality was he evolved so much and he has grown more nobler, and others have caught wind of that and have tried to bully that name, really, by saying, oh, you've gone soft and you're a bit more vulnerable, etc. It's painted him in a worse light in terms of those who are pretty much infamous, really. But obviously, people like me, people like Emma, etc., they've taken a bit of a liking, really, to the change of direction of where Hook is heading. He's gotten more nobler, and like I said, he still possesses some of his traits, but he has learned to have he's learned to open his heart out a bit further, not just to people in general, but we saw him be very, very concerned for Henry, especially after Neil's death, and we saw how much Neil's death impacted Hook, especially. So yeah, I just and like I said, this episode we saw Hook maintain quite a level of guilt regarding I wouldn't say the betrayal that he inflicted on Ariel, but you know, I feel like subconsciously he's going to think that, like, it felt like I betrayed Ariel because I wanted my ship, my baby, basically, over Ariel and her finding her true love, because anything could have happened to Eric, and I chose to put my focus on the Jolly Roger. And that's because I want to return to who I used to be. I don't want people to insult my name. People should still fear me when they hear the word Hook. But now that reputation has been dirtied a bit because people think I've gone soft. So what he did to Blackbeard and him choosing his ship over Ariel, there is some... he thought he would possess some semblance of returning to his old ways, but obviously, the development that he's gone through could not be suppressed, and we saw in the present day events how much his actions in that year or that past year, wherever. Well, I think it was 9 months ago. I think so, somewhere around then. But you get the idea. You could see how he was not very comfortable with what he had to do. So his quest to try to turn to who he used to be just dwindled. So, but you know, that's not a bad thing, because like I said, it's shown the development, and it's really, really great to see. So but for Hook, it's all a matter of, I feel like who I used to be, that was my best form, and now things have gotten a bit more vulnerable, and you know, that could be capitalized on, if that makes sense. So that's why it was very, very important for him to be the person who he used to be. So, yeah. But like I said, it's a really good episode to have that focus on Hook and how much he has changed. And not just that, though, but the battle with Blackbeard was pretty great as well. Like, they're two iconic pirates, Hook and Blackbeard. So it is I wouldn't say dream match, but it's edging towards that territory. So yeah, not just that, though, but Hook definitely did remind me of an iteration of... Blackbeard did remind me of an iteration of Hook. More specifically, I guess the famous animated version of Hook, just with his design and whatnot, it definitely did paint some semblance to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was, you know, deliberate or whatnot. But it was a very, very interesting situation to see them to go at it. Blackbeard taking the Jolly Roger and yeah, Hook beating him and reclaiming the Jolly Roger until he loses it again, because obviously we know that the Jolly Roger isn't in present day time, so that's great. But still, it was really great to see them two spar off and just to see how Hook was merciless and fed him to the sharks. So, but that again is trying to maintain who he used to be, and obviously, just like I would make a joke about how that was eating him up. Kind of like how the sharks was eating Blackbeard, so, but yeah, it was definitely eating him up. The fact that, hey, I could be like my old ways, but obviously, yeah, so, yeah, but it was just very, very interesting to see this kind of conflict that he had. But overall, it was pretty great. I did love the parallel as well about how Smee was telling Hook, you know what, I don't think we should mess around with Blackbeard because he is pretty infamous and I'd like to keep my life. So yeah, and the fact that we got a bit of an explanation of what happened to Smee after, of course, the last time we saw him, he was having a bit of a craving for cheese. So yeah, yeah, we had him say, let's not screw around with Blackbeard. And Hook decided to ignore that. He wanted to be who he used to be. And then you have in present day times, Smee trying to encourage Hook, let's do what we used to do again. And again, Hook dismissed him. So yeah, it was just very, very interesting to see how Hook, in both those times, was willing to ignore Smee's advice and do what is best for him. Back then, it was about taking the Jolly Roger, and in present day time, it's being who he used to be, being who he is now, should I say. So, and kind of having to accept who he is right now, because that guilt, he was very, very adamant to Ariel. So yeah, but bloody hell. That twist was cruel. I mean, it's a good job that nothing bad happened to Ariel and Eric, with Zelena taking the guise of Ariel, but still it was very, very cold, especially because of the fact of what she did to Hook. She cursed him with that option, because he's screwed either way. It's either he kisses Emma, siphons her abilities, or everyone around her dies. So he's not in a good position at the minute, and it really sucks. And Zelena, you suck. But she's a very, very, she is a very, very intimidating and well-done villain at the minute, and I am really, really loving what they are doing with her. Like, we didn't get to see Zelena, as she was posing as Ariel, of course. So in some semblance, we didn't get, much of her, but we did in a sense, because she was manipulating Hook and, playing, not just me, but him like a damn fiddle. So, yeah, but, it was also very great to see Regina and Emma, how Regina was trying to encourage Emma to use her abilities. So, yeah, I really, really loved how Regina was teaching her the importance of how to use her magic and how beneficial it was, and how it was it's a crying shame that she's, suppressing them, especially with this fight against Zelena. It's going to be very, very pivotal that Emma is able to capitalize on her abilities and use them against Zelena. And, I do feel like, as I've said with Emma wanting to go back to New York, this is more so her focusing on her past, because, like I said, she wants the situation with Zelena to be dealt with, and wants to return to normality. But I think it's impossible, kind of like Hook returning to his old ways. Even if she tries to enforce it, it's not going to stick, like Hook trying to enforce his old life to be present. it won't stick unless Hook does kiss her, which I do think is going to happen, sadly. So, yeah, but you get the idea. I feel like even if she tried to enforce her return to New York and try to look for that normality, it's not going to happen. So, yeah, but I really liked how, Regina was pushing Emma and wants her to be the best she can be. She wants her to evolve, and she wants her to be more better as a she wants her to be a user of magic, and she wants and she's trying to encourage her. Yeah, the situation with the bridge was a bit hasty, of course, but she has to bring that side of Emma out somehow. She doesn't want Emma to waver when it comes to Zelena, and she wants to embrace who she is. So yeah, it was really good to see Emma and Regina get a bit of a bonding going on, and I want to see them two develop a bit more, because it is like Hook and how he's come a long way. It is so great to see how Regina and Emma have come a long way since, them two were at each other's throats. I mean, they're like Hook's like Hook maintaining a few of his personality traits. There's still going to be, moments where them two are not going to see eye to eye, but they have definitely come a long way now, and it's so great to see. So, yeah, but I really liked it. And there was also nice bits with David and Henry, like maybe a bit reckless having Henry, because what is he, 12, 13? Yeah, maybe a bit reckless having Henry take the wheel in the car. He's still a kid, but it's still wholesome seeing David and Henry bond, of course, and it was just really, really great stuff to see Henry slowly but surely, I guess, integrate into this new world whilst he's still oblivious, obviously. So yeah, but solid episode, like I said, with some great development for Hook, and Zelena continuing to push her villainy and doing so in an effective manner, in my opinion. So yeah, but awesome stuff with this episode. Not always nice to see a bit of focus on Hook, not just from my flirtatious side, but as a character as a whole, I feel like he has definitely come a long way, and it was really great to have this episode reflect on that and how Hook tried to enforce his past life, but nada. So yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!